Hello, everybody. It's Chris. It's Mad Respect. Uh, I don't remember if I made a live video last week, uh, organizing my books, and uh, I finished organizing all the books I had outside of short boxes and alphabetizing them, and then I moved all of my books from over there. See that corner? See that corner back there? That's blue container. Let's see. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, kind of where the little see it. You kind of see where like the little fruit basket thing is. There used to be 16 short boxes back over there. Now there's just one long box that I moved from my closet. But my whole short box collection is now in my bedroom closet now. Uh, Out of sight, out of mind for the wife for Christmas time. My sister-in-law is gonna come and we're gonna clean this whole living room and get it ready for Christmas tree, whatever else. But everybody got sick last week in my house. My wife, my daughter, my child, uh, myself. We were all sick. Last week, in the midst of that, these were my books. I believe these are books that were dated 23rd of November. This is from Discount Comic Book Service. And also, right after that came my final order from Things from Another World, a single book that they pulled from my October pre-order, and then uh, suddenly had back in stock and shipped to me in November. $15 for one comic, which I don't really like to have done. And then very early, wasn't expecting these until Thursday or Friday. They came again on Tuesday. This is books from the 30th. So let's crack into these. Let's start with the one book, my final order from Things from Another World. I may do like in stock orders with Things from Another World again, but I'm not gonna do any more like monthly hold pre-orders with Things from Another World. I sooner just I'm gonna try and cut back on my monthly purchasing too in 2023 because November and December were huge for me uh, this year. Here we go, my giant one book invoice. It does go really nicely with another book I got from just on through this. Here it is. This is my Star Wars: The Mandalorian issue number one. It's the second printing, all photo variant of Din Djarin, the Mandalorian helmet. Uh, Photo from the show. Photo of the actor. This is probably the stuntman in the helmet. Because they say he's the actor. He's listed as the actor. I can't remember his name. I know he's in the Massive Talent movie with Nicolas Cage. I know he was in Monroe in '84, but I can't remember his name right now. So anyway, that was my one book from Things from My World, and that closes out my relationship with them for the time being, possibly forever. It's not that I hate Things from My World. It's just that uh, they charged me like $8 to ship that book in that crappy little envelope, and this kind of comic service charges me $20 for these boxes a month, stuffed with this nice protective material. But my books are always 100% in perfect shape as they arrive to me. Ooh, they crammed it all in one brick this time. These are the books from the 23rd of November. And I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. So cut down time on the video. I'm going to open up the 30th too, and then open the bricks one at a time from there. So hear all this $20. I think it's $22 I pay for weekly shipping. Here is the books. Small final week of November. I don't know why they put that in there. They usually put it in inside the plastic, but so yeah, it's the last week of November. This is the 23rd. So let's go take a look. Let's go take a look at it. And then today, Discount Comic Service opened up their December pre-orders on their site, and I spent a good couple hours tonight. It looks like I have about 70 books pulled for February. It is, which is like a step down. I've had almost 100 books per almost 100 books per order in November, December, and January. So I said I'm going to try and cut back in 2023. So we'll see if I can accomplish that. That. Thanks for your patience, everybody. Good, good. Down here. So, move the knife out of the way. Move that over here. Kind of in the knife out of the way. It slid right back under the comic. Hammer the ball. This is 2 weeks worth of books. I'm about to show you. I'm going to start with the invoice for the 23rd here. Turned out to be 27 items for the third week of November. And then 18 more items for the last week of November. So 45 books, about 20, average 22 books per week that I'm getting for November. And then we have Marvel's previews magazine. So this Red Goblin #1 with Annie Huckley cover, and that's supposed to be little Normie Osborn. He looks like a 80-year-old man in that picture to me. Weird. Maybe he like ages when he puts the symbiote on. But it's by Alex Packnadel, who also is doing a book I'm getting from Image. Coming next week's box will be Alex's new title called All Against All from Image. Even though he still hasn't finished Giga for Vault, still waiting on the final thing with Vault. And here's an event I'll definitely be skipping: Hook, Line, and Sinker, The Sins of Sinister. Uh, I'm gonna skip the Immortal X-Men and the Storm and the Brotherhood of Mutants, even though they're by the same creative teams as Immortal X-Men and X-Men Red. I just have no interest in this. I'll read the. If they make a big fat hardcover trade of it, I'll check it out in the library or something. I just have no interest in paying to read it. All right, here's book #1 from. This is a second printing for Earth Divers Kill Columbus #1 by Stephen Graham Jones and David Gianfleece. The original cover was full color, and this one is same artwork, but bleached red. I like that. Looks cool. And we have Creep Show issue #3. This is, I believe, cover B by cover B by Francesco Francavilla. Not Francesco's best cover work, but he does actually draw one of the stories inside, so I'm looking forward to getting into that and reading that. I guess he writes and draws it, or I think maybe he said his daughter wrote it with him or something. And then Christiana and Jorge Corona from uh, the Image title with Scotty Young, Middle West. Bloodshot Unleashed, issue number 3. This is by Dennis Camp with John Davis Hunt. I'm enjoying the series. I'm enjoying all of Dennis's series. 8 Billion Genies, issue number 6. This is the cover B by Dave Rugg. Jim Rugg? Jim Rugg. Yeah, Jim Rugg. Doesn't say who the. Oh, has to say it on my name further up. Negative. This is cover B. I'll say, but I know it's Jim Rugg. Jim Rugg from that Hulk series, Hulk Grand Design series. Creepshow, this is issue number 3. This is cover A by Chris Burnham. This is all the cover A for Creepshow. Sergeant Rock, DC Horror Sergeant Rock versus the Army of the Dead. This is issue number 3 of 6. This is by Groovy Bruce Campbell and Eduardo Rizzo on the art. And it's been very good so far. And another highly anticipated book. This is Department of Truth, issue number 22, by James Sonnian III with Martin Simmons. This is the finale of pretty much, I guess you would call it, the main arc of the story. The stories that make up the main storyline and not the deviations issues, which I just finished reading the deviations trade. I quite enjoyed it on a reread. Never actually, it does like tell you a lot about the training of Lee Harvey Oswald up until he takes the job from Richard Nixon at the end of that volume. It was interesting stuff. Here's Vanish number 3. This is by Johnny Cates, Ryan Stegman, and J.P. Meyer. Johnny Cates is leaving his Marvel responsibilities. And I guess the next thing he's going to be doing at Marvel is a some sort of event series that we'll hear about when the solicits occur. So I'm definitely going to quit Hulk after Otley. Here's Ronin Book 2 by Frank Miller. He does the layouts and writes it, and it's drawn by Philip Tan and inks by Hendricks. I didn't order issue 2 in the November pre-orders, so I'm I've, I'm deciding that I'm gonna try number ones, and then unless it's a series I really want to read, like one by John Lees or something that seems really cool in horror, I'm just not gonna. I'll just wait for the trade to finish off stories from now on. Here's DC versus Vampires number 11, the penultimate issue. This is Nathan Zerdy, cover B. He's been doing all the cover Bs since issue 8. And this is a nice ripped up looking Harley Good Girl cover. And what was I saying? What were we talking about? We were talking about Kate's. Yeah, Otley's going to be off Hulk in about three, 4 issues. And then, unless they get like Scott Snyder and Jock and Frank Avila taking over Hulk, it would take something that awesome to make me continue to read Hulk. I'm gonna take a break from Hulk. I really enjoyed Immortal Hulk. I was pretty cool with this astronaut, and I really enjoyed the Banner of War story up until the last part, which was for how long it took to come out was really disappointing, And then Hulk Planet was like, or yeah, is it called Hulk Planet? Whatever, yeah. The newest storyline didn't even get a chance to start really because Kate's left, so we'll see how it turns out. Here's Dark Crisis, the Dark Army one-shot. This is by Mark Waid with other writers and artists working with him here. This is a Damian Wayne centric tie-in. But isn't he trying to kill Batman in current continuity in Batman vs. Robin? I guess it's the omniverse. Everything is happening at the same time. It all makes sense. It's not making sense to me. It's all going on over times. Here is Sacrament, issue number 4 of 5 by Peter Milligan and Marcella Fersen. I've been enjoying this AWA Upshot one shot. Miniseries. It's very good. Action Comics number 1049, the second to last issue of Action for me, because I forgot to order 1051 in the November pre-orders. So I thought I had ordered the Dan Mora cover for 1051. I guess I pulled it out and never re-added it. So yep, 1050 will be my jumping off point, and then I'll go back to reading Superman books in trade. Detective Comics issue 1066 by Rom V. And this one has art by Ivan Rise, but it's inked by Danny Miki. And Ivan Rise is usually inked by Joe Prado, so I'm interested to see how Miki inks Ivan Rise. And whereas Albuquerque, I guess he has other obligations like covers and stuff. Here is the Amazing Spider-Man issue number 14. This is the Spinning the Dark Web Prelude issue. It's written by Zeb Wells and drawn by a host of. Oh, there's artwork inside by Ryan Stegman. That'll be nice to look at. And then looks like Terry Dodson, Kyle Hotz, and Michael Dowling. So quite a dream team in that book. I like all of those artists. Here's Alien number 3. This is the variant cover. And I'm trying to see. Oh, John Boy Myers. Okay, I need to read the name down there. This is a variant cover, John Boy Myers. Star Wars: The High Republic. This is issue number 1 in the second printing, which is this nice Anandita. Is it Anandita? Yep. This is Anandito. What do you call this? Character spotlight cover. Not character spotlight, but someone knows what this is called. Can say it in the comments to me. And probably, yep, in the second copy, I get 2 copies of every issue of The High Republic. Here is Dark Spaces Wildfire. This is issue number 5, and it's the local comic shop day edition cover. I believe this cover is by, it's nice. Let's see on the back, maybe? It does. This is Caitlin Yarsky. Uh, Covered by Caitlin Yarsky. She did the Black Hammer Visions uh, miniseries, most of that. And then we have, this is issue 5. This is cover B by Andrea Sorrentino. I've gotten all the Andrea Sorrentino covers. Looking forward to seeing how Snyder's miniseries here ends. And I hear the second arc of Dark Spaces is not going to be by Snyder anymore, but I'll probably still check it out. So, and here's Alien. Number 3 is another variant cover, and this one's by Yvonne Coelho. Coelho? 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 Sorry, but that's pretty sick cover. I like nothing else there. And there's a really cool looking all red cover coming up on Alien number 5, and I'm hoping that is not a ratio, and that's one of the actual open order Bs because it looks awesome. Star Wars: The Hyperspace Stories, issue number 3, featuring Poe and Finn in the Fast Track to Danger. I believe this is the A cover because the A covers are just a regular cover, and then the B covers, which we'll get to it here. Here's 8 Billion Genies, local comic shop day edition with the blank genie contest where you can draw your own genie and send it into Image and try to win a deluxe an issue of the deluxe hardcover signed by the creative team for you and your comic shop. I cannot draw to save my life, so I'm just gonna hold on to my blank genie. And there's gonna be a Spawn 8 Billion Genies cover, which I haven't seen yet, but I'm looking forward to. It's probably really cool looking. I can't wait till that one comes out. It comes out in December. Here's DC Horror Sergeant Rock versus the Army of the Dead. This is cover B by Francesco Francavilla. And here's Mindset issue 5 from Vault Comics. This is by Zach Kaplan and John Pearson. This is cover B by Boyle. Connor Boyle. Connor Boyle taking over for Martin Simmons, who did the B on cover A and was solicited as doing all of the B's for the whole series, but dropped off after just the first issue. And here we go. Here's the B cover for Hyperspace Stories. And this one it says, "Search this train front to back. There will be no escape for those resistance traitors." So yeah, all the B covers on Star Wars Hyperspace Stories have a word balloon cover like that. I'm glad there's a reason to be getting both covers. Like, in addition to just regular art, there's that kind of go for it too. And here is the beginning of Star Wars: The High Republic Adventures, Dark Horse. This is by Daniel Jose Older, who did the original series for IDW. Art by Tony Bruno and Michael Ataya. Uh, so there was supposed to be a one shot that had a to this. There was a one shot was a blue cover with like a Obi-Wan looking dude on the cover. And that's been pushed to I think March or April of 2023. Here's my second copy. I get 2 copies of all High Republic titles. Uh, we'll see if this one gets as expensive as the original Star Wars High Republic Adventures #1 did. It spiked there. It was like $20 at one point, but I still have both of my copies. And here's, yeah, I think we're jumping into, that probably ended the, let me make sure on that. I think that ended, nope. High Republic Adventures began the last week of November. So here's a Nightwing Annual 2022 by Tom Taylor with a host of like different artists. Here there's a few, a main story with the origin of Heartless and then several backups in there that I go. And here's Superman Kal-El Returns one shot special. Uh, they list this as a Dark Crisis tie-in, and the Dark Crisis advertising inside their books, but there's no Dark Crisis trade dress of any sort on here. But it's written by Mark Waid and various artists and writers on top of him. It's the main cover by Dan Mora. Here's the Detective Comics 2022 annual. It's by Rom V. With Mitten. Here's Albuquerque and Hayden Sherman. A few good artists in here. Here's Ninja Kaiden, issue #5. Concludes this Black Box miniseries. And I'm going to be checking out the new Black Box miniseries Dream Master from the creator of The Recount. The writer of The Recount is a new series for Black Box, which starts out as a 5-issue series, but he has written it through issue 10 if they decide to keep it rolling. It's called The Dream Master, and it should be coming out next week in the comic shops, so everyone pick up some Black Box comics. I ordered issue 1 and 2 directly from Black Box because they're already past pre-order when I heard about it from Comics with Beeler. So, and here is the conclusion to Locust, the Ballad of Men, issue 4, and etc. Locust #8. Locust was originally solicited as an 8-issue miniseries, and the first 4 came out in 2021, and then big long break, and then during the summer, finally got issue #1 of The Ballad of Men came out instead of Locust 5 in earnest. So that concludes Locust. Here is 20th Century Men, issue #4. It's by Dennis Camp with art by S. Morian, and I believe that's the Captain America analog character on the cover there, although it looks like a Planet of the Apes. Me. Here is Stillwater, issue number 16. Two more issues after 16 to go. Kind of cool. It's like a woman's head, but then if you look at it another certain way, it also looks like a skull. So it's kind of a cool. So on the cover there. Here's the Dead Lucky, issue number 4 of this new series from the Massiveverse. So by Melissa Flores and art by French Carlamagno. I've done the whole series to this point. And the film yet. Here is Star Wars Visions, issue number. Man, I thought it was a wrap. That sucks. It's not. Uh, yeah, Star Wars should totally be a wrap because on the other side you see. Then if you look, a wrap, just an ad on the back. It should be a wrap. Maybe it folds out. I don't know. This is Visions number 1. This is the second print. With the double page spread from the inside turned into the front cover. Bummer that's not a wrap cover. Here's Dead Kingdom. This is issue number 2 of 5. This is from Red 5 Comics. I really enjoyed the first issue. This is medieval times overrun by zombies, and he's trying to uh, the undersight to the king is sent by the king back into the castle to warn them of what's coming, and then the king is making his final stand at that moment. So we'll see how that one ends up. Once again, here's my DC Connect for December, and they give me a bag and board for it. I think DC Connect rates its own bag and board, so let's pull it out of there and put it over here. Ah, yes, looking forward to this one. This is a new one from Doug Wagner with Daniel Hilliard. This is Plush number 1. Uh, solicits say it's issue 1 of 4, and then the newer solicits say number 4 of 6. So both plastic and vinyl were both 6. So sub plush goes 6 as well. And then the back cover, it looks like fur, because it's about furries. And this is the Tony Fleece variant. And I guess depending on which issue you got, the one I saw in another video showed blue fur on the back, and since this is a fleece cover and it's mainly pink, his fur is pink. Very cool. Here's King Spawn, issue number 17. This is by still by Sean Lewis, and the return of Javier Fernandez on the art. And this cover is by Aguillo, or Aguillo. So, Don Aguillo, I'm not sure. There's Rogue Sun number 8. This starts in earnest the new story arc for Rogue Sun because issue 7 was a one-shot story. This is by Ryan Parrott with art by Abel. Abel returning for the art. Here's Dead Mall issue number 2 by Adam Cesar of the Black T-Shirt Project on YouTube. With art by David Stoll and letters by YouTube's Justin Birch as well. On YouTube faces working on this comic. I'm not sure if Adam still does YouTube, but he did during the pandemic when I first into the community of YouTube. And finally, we have Strange Academy Finals issue number 2 with the trading card variant by Dustin Weaver. I get every issue with the trading card variant and any other BC variants that Marvel creates for the title. So that is my big old unboxing for pretty much the end of November. So when I come back on next, I'll be unboxing books in the first week of December. I'm really looking forward to the end of Night of the Ghoul, the end of Batman Failsafe. And the week after that will be Batman Spawn by McFarlane and Capullo. All the Batman and DC, I mean, all the DC and Image titles have Spawn variant covers, or Spawn is on basically every single comic that Image is putting out. Uh, I guess, yeah, all every comic Image is putting out in December will have a accompanying Spawn cover variant. So I'm getting one for Creepshow, for 8 Billion Genies, for Art Root, for uh, and there's a Department of Truth Bigfoot special, and I'm gonna be getting the Spawn variant for that. So, and I'm also next week's box should have the Poison Ivy and Spawn Nakayama variant cover. So I'll stop blathering on here. That's all I got for this week. Nice big stack of stuff to check out when I take them back to work with me and keep them in my locker and finish them off reading them on breaks. But so yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one, and hope you're all having a good beginning to December. Better than I am because everyone here's sick, and hopefully we're all feeling better by Christmas. Let's see what happens. All right, everybody, take care, and we'll see you guys in the next one.